you everybody for coming out. Now, it's always a pleasure to speak to the press, and I'm going to assume there's a few questions out there. So yeah. Yeah, Leeds United's form, it's really fallen away lately. Yeah, look, we're still in a good position, though, to go up, and that's the ultimate goal this season. I would agree we do need to buck up our ideas if we want to be champions. I mean, injuries haven't helped as well, but, you know, we do need to pick ourselves up a little bit, absolutely. Is pressure of job getting to you? Pressure? What pressure? I'm coping fine. The players are coping fine. If anything, we're coping too bloody well. If I was any calmer, I'd be f***ing asleep. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 9 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the league, the Champions League that is, with the club for the very first time. And today we have two huge games. First up, it's Huddersfield in the Yorkshire Derby, and then it's Cardiff in a top-of-the-table clash. A promotion six-pointer, perhaps. Yeah, that's going to be a huge game. Now, we do start in the medical centre because I'm getting my excuses ready, basically. You will notice here, we can't point behind my head, Patrick Bamford is out 3 to 4 weeks. He has a lower arm fracture. He's been out for a little while already. Jamie Shackleton is out as well, about a month with a fractured toe. And you'll see, just coming back from injury, we have Helder Costa and Ketia and Pascal Schreck, who is, of course, one of our backup centre-backs. We've had a little bit of an injury crisis. That being said, let's have a look what's happened since last episode, starting with our match against Nottingham Forest. We took the lead. Calvin Phillips left free in the penalty area for Harrison to pick out. Forest missed a penalty to tie things up, and we punished them almost immediately when Helder Costa doubled our lead, before he added a third on the stroke of half-time. Liam Cooper got his first of the season after the break, before Klitsch rounded off our scoring as we put Forest to the sword. So there we go, what a start that was versus, at the time, third in the league, Nottingham Forest, away from home. Phillips, Costa with a double, Cooper and Klitsch. That was an absolutely stunning performance, a good rebound from that disappointing draw against Wigan, of course, last episode. Next up, we went and played Brentford. We opened the scoring early, Jack Clark rounding off a great team move. Brentford drew level early in the second half, and they made us pay for some sloppy play to snatch the 3 points. So there we go, this is the game that we really shouldn't have lost, but we did, we took the lead, we just never came out in the second half. I really love that goal though, really good team movement, good movement off and on the ball. Yeah, but then it just kind of faded. Next up we went and played Bristol City. We fell behind early, falling asleep from a set piece. We drew level late on, and Ketia's shot saved, but falling to Shackleton in front of an open goal. And we looked to have stolen all 3 points a minute later when Hernandez slipped in Harrison. But we again fell asleep from a set piece in stoppage time and had to settle for a point. Oh, this was an absolute coach killer. We were poor this game. We couldn't finish. We were sloppy defending set pieces, as you can see by how we conceded 2 goals. Guess what we did on training the week after this? But to score 2 goals so late in a minute, and I thought we'd nicked it, and then we fell asleep from the set piece again. This was a frustrating, infuriating game. Yeah, it was just one of those, wasn't it? Anyway, the next game in the league was against Reading. We got the only goal of this one on the hour mark. Cooper's shot going in off Bamford's backside. So there we go. We controlled this game. We were poor in front of goal yet again. But you can see we were the better team for the most part. A deserved 3 points. But yeah, I mean, you can see match ratings were falling off. There's a theme here, isn't there? After the Forest game, we just have not quite been at it the same way that we were previously. Yeah, so as I said last episode, we will get promoted. I'm just a little bit less confident now. So that being said, next up we played Middlesbrough. Absolutely nothing happened in this game. It was a really frustrating one. You can see I tried things off the bench. I think we put a number 10 in at one point. We pretty much tried everything. It just wasn't happening. We could have been playing for 6 days. It may be longer, and I don't think there would have been a goal in this one. The final game to catch you up on was our match against Hull City. We went down to 10 men in the second minute when Forshaw stupidly got himself sent off, and Hull took advantage of the extra man to go ahead in the 23rd minute. They doubled their lead from a corner just after half-time, and they rounded off our miserable day with a third midway through the second half. if it could go wrong, it did go wrong in this game. We never even registered. We barely registered a shot on goal, never mind a shot on target for sure. It was a horrible, lungy, like 2-footed at the guy's knee, even higher. It was a disgusting challenge. There was never a doubt it was a red card in the second minute, and we just never recovered from that. Bamford got injured in this one. It was a horror. To be fair, I don't think I set the team up the best afterwards. Obviously, to not register a shot on goal, that's the case. We did okay possession-wise, but yeah. I mean, and to concede from a corner so soon after the break as well, that just really killed the game off for us. But so there we go. Things haven't particularly gone to plan. If we go down here, we can see the recent form in February, not great. Poor, even, you would say. Not a team looking to win the league, that's for sure. If we look at what the league table is, you'll see now we have a game in hand. This game against Huddersfield is the later kickoff. So we are right now only 4 points ahead of Cardiff. If we lose this and then lose to Cardiff, we're 1 point clear at the top of the table. And it looked like we were going to walk the league. Cardiff are not going away, though. We're still looking good for promotion. We're still 12 points ahead of West Brom for the in the promotion places. So I don't think promotion is necessarily under threat. But we need to turn this form around. We need to get our goal-scoring form back. We need to do it relatively soon. So let's have a look at what we are doing here against Hull City. They're a poor team this year. They are down there 21st, just above the relegation places. So they'll chance here for them to kick clear, I guess. They are a Sam Allardyce coach team now. You can see we are the favourites, but our form is inconsistent, which is being generous to us, to be honest. They're a Sam Allardyce team. They're a cautious, direct team. We are expecting them possibly not to come out like that, to come out more in that sort of a formation. So that being the case, I don't know how much we can read into all the sort of the heat map and the passing networks and that here, but we'll hope. We're just gonna put back, get back to our best here. We do have some players coming back from injury now, which is important. So Casilla goes in goal for this one. Douglas, Cooper, Berardi, and Ayling in the back four. Phillips, McCalmont, and Bogac in midfield. Pablo Hernandez and Harrison down the wings. Tyler Roberts goes up top. He's our fittest striker that we have. And Nketiah, you can see, he's not really fit. He's not match sharp, so he's on the bench. Let's hope Tyler Roberts can nick some goals for us. And here we go. We are up against the bus parking that is a Sam Allardyce team. It's going to be one of these just gets the first goal, isn't it? It's just going to be that simple. I'm going to say, just go out there and relax today, boys. I do wonder if the pressure of being at the top of the table is just getting to us a little bit. So yeah, let's at home against a team struggling against relegation. This is the sort of game that we really, really have to win, isn't it? But it's not going to be easy. I mean, we know that Huddersfield have a decent team on paper, which I know games aren't played on paper, but they're not a bad team. So it makes them dangerous, doesn't it, with a new manager as well in Allardyce. Calvin Phillips there for Ayling. It's a decent ball. McCalmont's there for Harrison. Turn, mate. It's there for Bogac. Bogac sticks it away. Oh, he's a goal machine. 8 goals this season. It must put him up there close to our top goal scorer, actually. We don't really have anybody running away with the goal scoring. I was surprised Bamford's last goal that he scored, or one of the more recent goals as I was sort of playing through between episodes, was only his 8th of the season. I thought he had more than that. But Nketiah probably has a similar amount. So Bogac from midfield with 8, that's really, really good. I mean, we're still a little ways to go in the season yet as well. It's by no means, the final days yet. We've still got, 8-10 games to go here. So, he probably should get double figures. And as an 18-year-old, sort of first season in a senior team, that is a stunning return. All right, can we win this ball back here, please, boys? Come on. What we don't want is to get this back level, ideally. I was only half an hour in as well, so putting decent pressure on them, but are they going to Allardyce it forward? There it is. It's a decent tackle from Berardi. Bit of a 2-footed lunge, if I'm honest, but he won the ball, so we'll take it. Here we go with Harrison. Can we hit them on the break? There's a lot of space through the middle there. Harrison's running into trouble. Bogac picks up the loose ball for Phillips. Back out there for Harrison. He takes on his man. He beats his man. Can he get a cross in? What can he do? Maybe go back. Edge of the area. There it is for McCalmont. Have it, mate. Have it. Oh. It was there that he had, wasn't it? Just couldn't quite keep it down. Not even quite. It was quite high, wasn't it? It was just a lash. But that's fine. Come on, boys. Can we get a second goal? Let's not concede a goal. That's possibly the main thing here. That's as good as we've looked in a little while, to be honest. We seem to have controlled that. We're going to have to say an assertive, things are going well, you're capable of better. No, it's got to be an assertive, don't get complacent. They haven't registered a shot. That's been relatively comfortable. What we don't want is... We don't want to get complacent, them having not registered a shot in that first half. So let's give it a demand more here. And... yeah, see what we can do. I'll tell you what, I'll take a 1-0 the way this is going. We just need to get our form back. If we can get a 1-0 coming into the Cardiff game, just get our 7-point lead back, then worst case scenario, we lose to Cardiff, who have already beaten us once this year, let's not forget, and that's when we were playing well. Still have that 4-point buffer. That would be a nice place to be. And here we go, Harrison beats his man. Can he pull it back? No. I'm wondering if they're shooting for goal because I have them on attack instead of support. I'm thinking that might be the case, actually, but you'd like to think that if, when you buy that byline, even if your instruction is to go for goal, that you realise that really you do. Oh, Bogac! What a goal from Bogac for number 9! That's a stunner! An absolute worldie from our Polish whiz kid. And it's 2-0, and that has come out of absolutely nothing. Phillips, there was nothing on here. It's headed away. It's picked up by McCalmont, and he rolls it to Bogac. Bogac looks up and just says, have some of that. What a strike from Bogac. Oh, I'm loving me Bogac right now. What a player he could be for us. A very, very important, potentially, in the Premier League next year. If and when we get there, that's a ball in. Look at that. We've defended a set piece. Oh, praise Jesus. We've defended a set piece. Here we go, the other end now. Can Hernandez pick a pass? He's not going to beat anybody with pace, that's for sure. He goes back for Ayling. Ayling back. Good movement from Hernandez, wasn't it? Back for Phillips. For Bogac. Shoot, mate. He's on a hat-trick. He only scores in 2s and 3s, Bogac. I tell you, it's ridiculous. It's not, I love it, but it's just what happens. There's a good ball for Ayling getting forward. Can he square one now? Back for Hernandez. Hernandez for Roberts. Oh, Tony Roberts. He's been a little bit disappointing, but he's been out a lot with injuries this season as well. So it's difficult to really get a proper read on Roberts and what to make of him. I'm thinking next season, again, assuming that we go up, oh, he's off, is he? No. I'm thinking we might loan him out to maybe a championship club and just try and get him a full season. Here we go with Douglas over a free kick. Oh, he's gone the opposite side to what I was expecting there. Goalkeeper's kept it out. And is it a corner or is it a throw? It's a corner. Douglas now with the corner to the back post. It's headed. Oh, it's not a good header. They've got away with it just about. And it's cleared behind again in a anywhere will do fashion. 5 minutes to go here. I don't want to make subs because I'm trying to keep the players that we don't have. This one, there it is. Jack Harrison gets his 8th of the year. 3-0. That wraps up the game. And excellent, excellent stuff. One thing we might do, actually, is give Nketiah a little bit of game time here. Everybody else, though, you know what else we could do, actually, is take Phillips off for Shaughnessy. So that just tightens things up a little bit at the back as well. Most of these people on the bench are wanting to play against Cardiff, so I don't want them to become match fatigued. I'm trying to keep them fresh where possible. So at 2-3-0, there's no point making changes. We'll leave the guys out there that are out there. Good header from Harrison, wasn't it? I'm not sure if we can get him back next year. I'm not even sure if we necessarily want to get him back. I don't know. It's difficult going if and when we go up, knowing exactly, can we get 4? Cooper, no. Just slightly overhit. Now, what's going to happen here? Cooper, you're a defender, mate. Stop staring down the goalkeeper. There we go. He eventually retreats. And now they're going to lump it straight over our heads to where Cooper should be, aren't they? And there we go. He's got back eventually, just about. Not quite. Oh, I can't help but feel like Cooper staring down the goalkeeper hasn't really worked for us there. It's 3-1. It's a shame to concede the last goal, but... yeah, I mean, look at Cooper. What a moron. I mean, I love Liam Cooper, don't get me wrong, but he has got back eventually, but you do wonder if he sort of put off the rest of the defence, wondering where the hell he is. But anyway, that's fine. It's 3-1. They've scored with their only shot on target, which just seems ridiculously harsh on us, but it's a win, and I tell you what, it's good to come back to YouTube and have something go right for once, not the other way around. I'm going to say good win, lads, because we haven't played that well lately. So there we go. Quality of possession provides victory. I do wonder if, just saying before the game, just relax, boys. You know, I do wonder if maybe Bogac, what a goal that second one was, wasn't it? I do wonder if maybe the pressure's getting to us just a little bit. So that might be a new tactic. That's the first time I tried that. I was thinking that when I was playing through. Maybe we need to take some pressure off them in the team talk. So, big 3 points. We're back to 7 points clear of Cardiff. We play Cardiff next. Okay, guys, welcome back. This is, without a doubt, our biggest league game of the season so far. We are 7 points clear of Cardiff. We go to the Welsh capital. It's the Welsh capital, isn't it? If we win, we're 10 points clear, job done. If we lose 4 points, it just starts to get a little bit nervy then, doesn't it? Particularly given our recent form. Now, I believe also that if we win here today, we will guarantee ourselves at least a playoff spot. Obviously, we want a lot more than that, but it'll be a nice milestone. Now, Millwall. Cardiff are a Neil Harris coach team. You can see where Millwall came from. They're an attacking long ball style of play. We can see there he's a good mentally. He's not the best coach, not the worst. And what are we expecting from them? We're expecting a good old-fashioned 4-4-2. We can see there their heat map. They like to go down. Was that their left or our right or that side? I should probably figure it out, shouldn't I, really? We can see their passing network and their key passes there. This is from their 2-0 win over Barnsley, of course. And let's have a look at the team we're sending out. We are going with... We played well last time, so we're keeping faith with as many of those players as we can. So it's Casilla in goal. It's Douglas, Cooper, White, and Ayling. You can see some link-ups developing here as well, which is good. Phillips with McCalmont and Bogac. How can you drop him? So Bogac keeps his spot ahead of Klitsch. Pablo Hernandez and Costa comes in to play down the left. Perhaps a little bit harsh on Harrison, that one. But Costa's, I think he's a better player anyway. And Ketia comes in up front. We drop Tyler Roberts back to the bench. Jack Clark's picked up a knock. He's not really fit, so he's on the bench if we need to call on him. Hopefully that won't be necessary, though. So everybody's coming out as expected, which is good. We are a little bit thin in midfield right now because Forshaw's got a million game suspension from his assault. And there's an injury to Shackleton. So we're just perhaps a little bit short in midfield. What do we want to say? I think just enjoy the match, boys. It seemed to work okay last time. Some calm, we have faith. Happy team's a good team. That's what they say, right? This is Liam Cooper's 175th appearance for Leeds United, so a milestone for him. Not a big one, but it's a milestone nonetheless. Hopefully, we can cap it in an appropriate manner here. Joe Bennett's gone off injured. That's the Aston Villa guy, old Aston Villa guy, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Go defend the corner. It's a decent ball in. It's under the goalkeeper. Bogac hacks it clear, and we just about get away with that. Come on, boys. Let's give it a nice get creative here when we can, please. Game. We'll wait for after the highlight now. Ayling with a throw on a booking. Look at the space Nketiah has. Is there anybody in the middle for him, though? Can he beat his man? He can. He finds Pablo Hernandez. Can he pick out a pass? He can! Oh, Costa! It's a cracking save from the Cardiff goalkeeper. We still have the pressure on here, though. Come on, Phillips. Douglas. McCalmont. No, he goes... Not to Douglas. Back to Douglas. Look at the space Douglas is in. He goes the other side. It's Ayling forward. First time crossing. It's headed away again. Hernandez down for Bogac! Oh, that was a decent chance for our youngster, wasn't it? We'll give it a get creative now. They're a long ball team, so it's not. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit patient here, perhaps. Men behind the ball is what we're probably going to be up against. So we just got to take our time here. Just not make mistakes. I think they do score a lot of their goals from opposition mistakes. So we've just got to keep our heads here, obviously. Right before the break, can we nick it? We don't want to go behind before the break, do we? A draw here, I guess, wouldn't be the worst result. Again, particularly on recent form, but we looked okay against Huddersfield there, didn't we? White with a maybe not the best header out. That probably was going to run, or certainly you'd think Casilla could have got there. Phillips is back in, well headed out by our youngster there. He's not that young anymore. There's a good ball for Bogac. Look for out there. He finds Helder Costa. Helder Costa runs into... What is that? Helder Costa, mate. I'm tempted to sub you off immediately. What was that? He looked like he had just been drinking. He was just all over the shop. Alright, what do we say? We can secure a playoff. Yeah, so we can secure a playoff spot. I mean, that's not what we're working towards. Do we say we're not happy with that? Let's go with the fans. Let's do that. Let's try that. Ayling is not... He's on a booking again. We're not happy with White. We're not happy with Cooper. Not happy with Douglas. Yeah, some of these match ratings aren't great, are they? So... There's obviously a lot of room for improvement. So that's, I mean, that's in a way that's a positive. I can't believe that, like, what I saw from Helder Costa there. Yeah, in a way that's a positive. You know, that if there's room for improvement, it's not like we're playing well and it's 0-0. So that's definitely something that we can sort of cling to. Yeah, let's get back out there. They're looking nervous, so that can only be a good thing for us as well. I mean, it's more important for them to win than it is for us, obviously. Although I'm imagining both teams would just be happy if you gave us promotion now. Oh, Casilla, whoa, Jesus, what a whiff that was by somebody. That was a little bit of a close call, though, off the inside of the post. Certainly, body language-wise, I'd rather be us than them. White's looking a little bit nervous now as well. What's happened here? Ayling's blocked a shot. Might have been with a handball, I'm not sure. Casilla's there, taps it over. Oh, that was just heart attack stuff for a second there, wasn't it? I don't really want to go more attacking while it's at 0-0 or while it's a draw. Casilla's there again. What a claim that was. Can he launch a counter-attack? No, he can't. Cooper now over a free kick. We're getting to the point of the game where it might be worth thinking about some changes. There's a good ball for Bogac. There for Nketiah. What's he got for Pablo Hernandez for Bogac? I tell you what, he is on form, isn't he? Man on fire, Bogac. I'm thinking Jack Clark. I'm thinking Jack Clark for Helder Costa, who's just... I'm convinced he's drunk, to be honest. Alfie McCalmott's not had a great game. We could bring Klitsch on for him, actually. Klitsch can play box-to-box, kind of, yeah. So let's try that. And go for the win without really wanting to sort of open ourselves up. Oh, I'm so nervous. Have I made wrong subs here? McCalmont is solid defensively, isn't he? That's Clark's there. Oh, what a save. I tell you what, if we do get something from this game, we can thank Casilla, can't we? Unfortunately for us, our goalkeepers worked a lot harder than their goalkeeper this game. Another great save from Casilla. It's headed away. Can we get a break on it there? No, we cannot. Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. 10 minutes to go. I don't want to go attacking because, like I keep saying, a draw is not the worst result for us. But we're under the cosh, aren't we? Can we get... Oh, it's gone in. It's an offside. No, it's not. And perhaps not being attacking enough has come back to bite us. It's just been lashed in from a corner. Let's stick Klitsch up there. Let's get Matty Phillips. Calvin Phillips. Get forward, mate. Get forward. Get forward. What else can we do here? Let's pause the game so we don't miss too much here. Oh, I can't believe that's just happened. Our gap's down to 4 points. Let's counter press now. We've got to try and win this ball back. Let's get stuck in. High up the pitch. We've got to try and win it back too, don't we? Oh, our Cardiff going to do a double over us. What an annoying bunch of a-holes. Go on, Hernandez. Phillips. Lumps it in there. No such luck. Boys, come on, push forward. It's a highlight. Win the ball back. Hit him on the break. That's what we want to try and do here. Can we win the ball back? It's in the air. Cooper, it's... Bogac, you got a challenge for that, man. Come on. Junior Hoylett runs it in, and it's another good save from Casilla. You've got to say, our goalkeeper's been quite magnificent, and that doesn't... It's difficult to make an argument we've been hard done by here if we don't go on and win it. And Nketiah's going to get himself a booking. Yeah, 4 points at the top. I mean, it makes it exciting, I guess, doesn't it? A minute to go. Let's just go very attacking. It never really works very attacking, but we'll try it anyway. I mean, they're just going to be time wasting, aren't they? Ball in. Can we head that away? Got the other end. Bogac is there. He does head it away, but it's going to be picked up by Cardiff. Can we get a tackle in here? Oh, it's another foul. Silly. That's silly. They're looking for it. They're getting it. And that's offside. Is that not offside? And thus concludes a very disappointing game. We've collapsed a little bit late on here, haven't we? I wonder... it's a Barry Douglas header. What are you doing, mate? It's a stunning knockdown by Barry Douglas, but wrong end. And there we go. So this league title is not over yet. That was disappointing. So Cardiff get the better of us again. Again, they've beaten us. Calvin Phillips, he played well, didn't he? Lots of chances created, key passes, pass completion. Marco Silva's looking at Bogac and McCalmont. They're not going anywhere. I can tell you that for free. And there we go. That is a very, very close top of the table situation we have going on now. But, I mean, it's daylight. We are going to get promoted. I keep saying that. We are going to get promoted. I'm a little bit worried about our title right now, though. I've got to be honest. Our form is falling. Yeah, not ideal. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. and we'll be back. What I think we'll do is we'll come back when we have a chance to secure promotion. I think what they've got 6 games, 24 points, so they can get to 90. So if we get to 90 before them, so we're probably looking. I wish it would just stay where I freaking had it down here. I think we're probably looking at around Blackburn, Stoke, Swansea as when we can seal promotion. So what we'll do is we'll come back tomorrow when we can seal promotion. And that'll be something to come back for. Looking forward to that already, guys. I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me your feedback in the comments. Take care.